Now, Wednesday morning, 31st of November, looking out across quiet St. Marta Bay, just past the village of Soto, about 2/3 of the way up the island of Curacao. We landed at the Willemstad airport about 25 minutes ago, picked up a car. St. Marta Bay is the old water shot when we used to operate from PJ9W. This was the shot up towards Europe, across this bay that's linked to the sand. Little fishing thing here. There's John NL7GP. We came around the corner and looked at what used to be just a cactus-covered hill. And look at that, standing up above the hill. I may be able to zoom in. Finnish flag and some huge Yaggies. And along the ridge line of the hill, way back, I don't know, it looks like half a mile, we'll find out more Yaggies. We'll get closer and get a better picture. You got to say that the landscape here on Curacao has sure changed. Well, John and I pulled up to the top of the hill, big flag with KLM on it that you can see for a couple of miles. Look at those Yaggies underneath it. They've got all that way up on top of a mountain. Looking out now across the shot to the Pacific, panning around, coming the shot to W6, getting up towards Chicago, and there's their water shot. John, get his head out of the way. It's a shot to Europe, out across St. Marta Bay, and we're looking way down here, so they've got height that just won't quit. They picked a beautiful place to put the antennas. So we just met Rhea, OH3XA, as we came around the corner. Here he and John up on top of the mountain, and it looks like... did you clear some land here, Rhea? Yeah. He's showing us 10 and 15 and 20 shack. I'm just going to take a couple of pictures of the antenna. It's an amazing sight. I don't know what they all are yet. It's more towers than I can count. We have to go see the 80-meter antenna. This, I think, is 10, a stack of big an H stack on 10. Around a big H stack on 15. So from that 15 stack back, and more stacks than I care to count, and that big huge high thing that you see for miles, he says is their 160-meter vertical. It's flags from that one's the KLM flag on it. 160 so high. Actually modified containers at the bottom. 160 and 20 meters in this container with airco, and look at the nest of coax going in. And right next door, 10 and 15 meters. Was Oco Bank a sponsor? Yeah, Oco Bank was a sponsor, and I guess KLM a sponsor also. We give Rhea to show us a little further down the road. We're going to go look at the Monster 80. We walked back a little ways from the operating huts, and just a forest of beams, stacks on 20, stacks on 15, extra stacks on 10. All those stacks are backing up the big H frames with 4 sets of Yaggies. Off to sort of my southwest past Rhea and John. We're going to have to get in closer on this. I'll have to go closer. That huge drooping monster that's filling the frame is the 80-meter full size. And to the right of that, full-size stack on 40. There's the top 4, and the bottom 4 is down the cliff a little bit. We'll have to go see that. Another view, we just came around the corner. The big 80, the stack on 40. We'll get closer. We're just taking Rhea down to the site, get a chance to meet some of the other boys. I'm standing now up by the Honeymoon Cottage where we used to operate the high bands from when it was PJ9W 10 years ago. Down at ground level right past the administration building and looking towards that Monster 80 and a huge stack on 40. If I get much closer, I can't keep it in the camera. There's the 80. I wonder if you can see a little bit of element droop, but it's standing up amazing. That's down towards John Thompson's property. I walked a little bit from the end. There's a full-size ground plane on 80 meters. That's right down near John Thompson's place, W1BIH's place. Then coming back this way, and so doggone close, I got to go wide angle. A massive tower. I wish someone could tell me the height, and maybe we'll find them. Full-size 4-element on 40. And then looks like maybe 100 yards away. See those guy wires? Matter of fact, I'll go down the guy wires. Everything seems to be put together with these huge dead men. Monster concrete pours with eye bolts in them spaced around the towers. And you'll see the reason for all the guying as you discover what's up on top. The sun's reflecting on it pretty badly, and I may have to, I'll go in and you'll pick up the boom dimensions. Tower section for the boom, and then tower section for the element. I can just pan out one of the elements, going out the reflector. Wide angle of the same shot where I just went out that reflector. And then over beyond that, another several hundred feet away, with a flag on top. Can you see right below the flag? 40 meter, full size, 4-element, and a stack of another one. I'll get a bit closer. The sun's reflecting pretty badly right now. Standing up on one of the earth anchors holding down that 80-meter tower. There's the lower rotary on 40. Guess Reha went to see some of the boys. Then back behind it at the end apartment where we used to run 80 meters at PJ2CC. They've got another big tower with a tri-bander and another one stacked on top of it, just listening and playing around. Let's go in and meet some of the OH boys that are left. This OH6JW, what's your name?
My name is Andy.
Andy, okay, you tell us what we were just... Andy was telling us about hard work.
Yes, last week when we were building up the antennas, so we left 7 o'clock right here to the Devil's Hill, and we worked all night, all day long, and we came down 6 o'clock in the evening when the sun went down, so it was 11 hours a day, hard work, believe me, hard work, on a hot sunshine.
Yes.
And when we are coming from Finland, there is snow on the ground, and here it is 30 degrees, so it was unbelievable. Oh,
did you have lots of water or lots of Amstel?
Yes, it's many cases. Many cases.
Okay, from Andy, I got let's see, OH1LD was
Whiskey Radio.
Whiskey Radio and long distance. OH1LD, what's your name?
My name is Arto.
Oh boy, I can't even pronounce that. OH1LD and OH1 Whiskey Radio.
Yes, my name is Rauno.
Rauloch. Okay. No, I'm not.
No, Rauno.
Raulo. Okay.
No. Rauno. Rauno.
Ah, I can pronounce Amstel. He's got an Amstel in his hand. Lars says he was in. You were in Willemstad. Well, you tell him what happened there. He was Mr. Listener.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
I had very beautiful time there because we had the beach and we had the cool pool and
my signature already.
Beautiful women.
Ah, lots of antennas. And behind him, Mr. 160.
You don't have to worry about it. It saves a lot of time.
Can you give us your name and call sign?
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Jack and my call sign OH1 Mike Alpha.
And OH1 Mike Alpha, listen to all the static on 160.
That's very hard.
Another hard worker. There's, oh, too bad. I can't see that close.
The Beach Boy.
Oh, the Beach Boy?
Yep. Mika, OH2BAD, 20 meters.
20 meters. And Mika's teasing us right now. I want to find out how everyone did, and he's teasing us.
We'll go
Band by band, beer by beer. Yeah. We'll milk it out. And L7, there's OH1XX.
Yeah, for 80 meters, and we got also very pretty static, especially on first night. But anyway, very nice to work with the full-size 3-element Yagi.
It's a beautiful 3-element Yagi. OH1XX, you were, let's see, I last saw you in Seattle, right? And then you came down to my picnic in Portland.
Yeah, right.
Remember, out at the military site.
Yes.
That was quite a story.
He's, by the way, my brother-in-law.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, one more. Okay, give us your call and name.
I'm Seppi, OH3, November Juliet Zebra, and I worked also in 80 meter.
On 80 meters. So there's the strong 80 meter team with the biggest antenna in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Probably the biggest antenna south of Finland.
Yeah, it was quite great to work with a full-size Yagi.
I'll bet it was. Okay, the back of Team Finland, there's Mika, OH2BAD.
Howdy.
And Mika, I'm going to go up to the hill. This is amazing, and starting over there, where you got the KLM flag on top of the big 160. I know that, the 160 vertical. There's the KLM flag. What's that antenna to the left of the 160?
That's a 5-element, 50-meter fixed beam.
Fixed beam on Europe.
Yep.
5-element fixed on Europe, and then we come across, and we have a stack on 20. Is that with the flag on top of it?
Yeah, that's the Curacao flag, and you have 5/5, and that's stacked to USA.
Stacked to USA, and then you have the H array.
Yeah, that's for 15, and that's rotatable.
Fully rotatable, 20 elements. Okay, we'll go over a little further. Another H array.
Yeah, and let's see. I don't.
The stack 20, I think.
No, you have the stack 20.
Yeah, you have the stack 20 first, and is that a fixed or a rotatable stack?
The top is rotatable, I
Yeah.
think.
Top
Lower
rotatable.
is to Europe.
Lower fixed on Europe. And then next we have the 10 meter H array.
Yeah.
20 elements on 10 rotatable. Then moving across with the Finnish flag.
Finnish flag.
And what's on that one?
Well, you have is that a 10 meter?
And 70 centimeters connection to Wilhelmstad.
Okay, the link down to Wilhelmstad for the listening section. And then again, more towers. I can't stand this. There's 12 towers on that ridge. This is just amazing.
Yeah, 50 meter multiplier station and 20 meter multiplier station low.
Yeah.
And then you have the stacked antenna.
Must be 50.
Yeah.
That's a 15 stacked beam. And then another one, a 10 meter beam. Partially to the right.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. That's 12 towers and more antennas than any of us can count.
Exactly.
Now, here's OH1MA. What are we at the base of here? This antenna is used for multipliers only?
Yes, that's right. It's a 10 meters monoband and tribander.
10 meter monoband and a tribander, and I was looking into the sun and just about wiped the camera out. I'm just blown away by this 40 meter stack. It's just outside. John went inside to run some stuff. These are all crank up towers, and they're all handmade by OH6 Radio Mike. And I got too much reflection. Those are looking through the guy wires of the 40 meter stack at the full size 80. And that's not Roan 25, but it's about the same size. And again, it's all hand welded aluminum wire aluminum tower by OH6RM, who hand welded all of these crank up towers that go so high. It's amazing. And all of them in these concrete pours, these blocks, which they tried to rent and they couldn't rent, so that they had to buy. Had I forget how many $1,000 worth of concrete blocks on the ground. I could give you a physical size. They've got these all set around. They brought them in from Curacao, poured with I-beams on them, and they've got to weigh tons apiece. I mean, they're big enough to seat 12 people around each one of them. Call it a picnic table. It's that high. It's a beautiful afternoon. Okay, everyone introduce themselves, going from left to right.
From left.
You got to talk louder.
Go ahead.
Okay, my name is Jack. OH1 Mike Alpha.
Okay, 160 meter.
Yeah.
This is 20 meters, oh too bad.
Oh, too bad.
Too bad.
There's John. What's that? PJ2 stroke NL7 GP.
Yeah.
Stroke Amstel.
Yeah. Stroke Amstel.
Stroke A.
Team.
8, yeah, alternative.
And last?
And I'm Raimo, OH2 Baker George David from the multiplier station.
Okay, and behind those fine guys is a monster. 3 full-size elements on 80 meters, stacks on 40. This blows us away. Well, we went flying out of the finish operation on Curacao. Barely made the plane, last 2 people on the plane. Got back here, we're ready to go to dinner. I'm just waiting. John is so enamored with this place that he and N4RV, Jack, ran out to the airport to try and change John's ticket, delay his flight another day. What you're looking is at our goal, which was to make 60 million. The numbers on the right-hand side of the goal are ours. The numbers on the left are the Finns. We traded scores band by band. The suspense was pretty good. The bottom line, for instance, on 160, you see we had a goal of 600, made 571, and they made 354 in Qs. We had a goal of 17 zones. We made 19, and they made 14. The goal of 45 countries, we made 49. They made 43. So it looks pretty good, and all the way down, the bottom line, we're just cheering. They made 52 million.
Well, my tape ran out just before I complimented the Finns on an amazing job, a job engineering and operating. We were very, very happy with the result. Ended up on top, but it was a true battle of giants. And that was 1990, a long time ago as I look back on these clips in 2018. Hope you enjoyed it.